Hey everybody, we're live at SHOCKFEST Radio Hour. I'm Dr. McCobb, Festival Director of SHOCKFEST, and today we have a special episode where we will be discussing the top 3 biggest film funding fallacies. We have 2 special guests today, David J. Stieve and Nathan Baesel from Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. We're going to be announcing official selections of SHOCKFEST and doing a free prize giveaway today on the SHOCKFEST Radio Hour.
This is your SHOCKFEST Radio Hour!
Can you erase this? What you listening to?
What you listening to?
What you listening to?
What you listening to?
What you listening to? The SHOCKFEST Radio Hour.
Everybody, welcome. Hey, what's going on, Timothy Arnwine? Great to see you. Thanks for joining us on the SHOCKFEST Radio Hour.
Hello, Timothy!
Hey, Professor Wang! He's Timothy Arnwine here. It's one of our old friends.
Hello!
So we got some special guests today. We're going to be introducing from Halloween Adventure and, of course, the director, David J. Stieve, and the actor Nathan Baesel from Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. But first, we're going to be briefly talking today about how to win a prize. You have some tasks to do to win a prize today, straight from Halloween Adventure. Number 1, share this video on your social media page. Number 2, like this video. And number 3, comment, wait for it in the comments. We'll pop this up again for you for those of you tuning in later, but one of you will win a prize today if you share this video, like this video, and comment, wait for it in the comments. Now, without further ado, I also said I would do some shout-outs today. Many of you have been sending us posters of your films and various productions, and I told you to send me your posters, and we'll shout out the top 10 films that submitted to me as soon as possible in an email. First, we're going to start off with Dialogue with Death, the first poster that was sent to me through SHOCKFEST. Tap. Hey, Tap is a great film, by the way. And so is Gray People. Gray People is a wonderful comedy. Thanks for sharing Gray People. / Imagine. Very impressed with this one. Skin Effect Monkey Trunk. That music video is fantastic. Great special effects, great practical effects. We at SHOCKFEST miss practical effects, and that's what this is about for sure. The Assassin's Apprentice. Russ Emanuel, I hope you're in the audience today. Oh, hey, we got Carrie Mark. He's one of the SHOCKFEST Lucky 13. Thanks for joining us, Carrie. And, of course, McClure Films, thanks for joining us. The Assassin's Apprentice, made by Russ Emanuel. Russ, I hope you are feeling better after your surgery. I know you had some foot surgery. He made this incredible film, and it's not done from what I understand. He's almost done. I've got to see some of the bits. It's excellent. Thank you for sharing. The Assassin's Apprentice. The Silhouettes. Deadline, this great stop-motion animation about these 2 old ladies who are escaping death. The Book of Light. This movie is hilarious, and it is a commentary on modern-day cancel culture. Seance Games. The Needle. Sacred Bees. Fear Incarnate. And, of course, Ghostlight. Thank you, Melissa Stanton. Thank you for sharing Ghostlight with us. We absolutely love your films. Thank you all for sharing your films and screenplays at SHOCKFEST. What's going on, Kevin Hughes? It's good to see you. Scream a Little Dream 3D in the house. Todd, thank you for sharing Scream a Little Dream 3D. Diana Woody. Diana Woody's a SHOCKFEST filmmaker, screenwriter. She's actually an award winner from last year. Thanks for joining us, Diana. It's good to see you. _ Productions. Awesome to see the Tap poster on screen. Thanks for sharing Tap with us. We absolutely loved it. Hey, Gary. How's it going? Going good, Gary. We're here. We're happy to have you all here. It's great to be here. Melissa, thanks for sharing Ghostlight. It's good to see you. Well, thank you guys for sharing your posters. We like to showcase your work and showcase your art here at SHOCKFEST Radio Hour as often as we can. With that said, I think we should jump right into it. We wanted to talk today about something really important and really exciting, and I think you guys will agree because this is the kind of topic that we love to share at SHOCKFEST Film Festival. We like to peek behind the curtain of how this industry works. I want you to go ahead and write in the comments, by the way, as we talk. Write in the comments the name of your film and your screenplay. We want to know what you did. We want to know what you're working on. We want you to showcase it to everybody in the comments because this is a public forum and we want to share all of your work with our audience. So go ahead, self-promote, shamelessly self-promote, showcase your film or screenplay in the comments. We'll pop them up as we go throughout the day. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the top 3 film funding fallacies. We're just going to jump right into it. SHOCKFEST is about supporting the arts and the film community, and today we'll be peeking behind the curtain to discuss the biggest 3 film funding fallacies. And without further ado, let's get to it. Fallacy number 1. If you build it, they will come. If I make a movie, the money will follow. This is a fallacy, unfortunately. Look.
What?
Whoa. I'll tell you what. The technology...
The money will come!
Unfortunately, it won't. It's a fallacy. That's the thing,
What?
Professor Wang. The technology to create a film is better, it's more affordable, and easier to control now than ever before. More people in history are creating movies now. Here, I've got some metrics for you. Check this out. Approximately 500,000 users subscribe to Avid, 2.5 million subscribe to Final Cut Pro X, 9 million subscribe to Adobe Premiere, and 30 million are on the Creative Cloud Suite. This is a lot of filmmakers. These are a lot of artists, and this is your competition. How do you stick out is the question.
So, Jeffrey, you're telling me I can make a movie with $1?
You actually can. Everybody has the ability to make a movie with $1, but it's not necessarily going to get you the funding you need just because you have the ability to make it. Here's the thing. You need to build the audience first.
What?
That's the priority, because people are going to want to pay you to communicate with a larger group of people who are paying attention to what you do and listening to what you say. With your audience already built in, you win. They're already there for you when you're ready to release your movie. And you attract the individuals who may want to pay you to access that large community. On the flip side, guys, the audience is out there and they're hungry to be a part of something exciting. They hunger for community too. Build your followers. Make the community one person at a time until you have an army. And serve that army with tons of interactivity, good quality content, and exposure to the companies that fit your demographic as potential investors. Anyway, let's take a look at some of you guys posting your work. We got Diana Woody. My movie is Kevin from Another World. Thank you so much for sharing, Diana. It's great to see you again. Jeff Edelstein. Sorry, Jeff, not Epstein. Edelstein. The company we keep is officially one of SHOCKFest Lucky 13. They're going to be screening at our New York festival, Shock the System. Seance Games. We got to showcase your poster earlier. Thanks for sharing Seance Games. We absolutely loved it. Harsh, what's going on, Harsh? He's the creator of Villains, another great movie that was submitted to SHOCKFest. Romello Blade, what's going on? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Scream a Little Scream 3D. Guys, write in the comments the name of your production, your screenplay, your film. We want to know what you're working on. Shameless promotion is the key here. Now, let's get back to our second fallacy. So our first fallacy, if you build it, they will come. It's a fallacy. The second fallacy, a name will get you funded.
What?
That's right. It's a fallacy. It's something that we all talk about all the time. Everybody in the industry talks about this. A name, a name, a name. If I get a celebrity in my movie, the money will naturally come. If I get a celebrity in my movie, the money will naturally come afterwards. That's a fallacy. Names are relative. That's the crazy thing.
What about Professor Wang?
Well, that's the thing. We need the right name. I don't know if Professor Wang's going to draw a crowd or get attention.
What?
It matters because names are relative. I don't mean to hurt your feelings, Professor Wang. You're the right name for us, but it's not necessarily the name that's going to draw thousands and thousands of people. Who's in demand?
I am back.
Well, I'm glad you're back. Thank you, Professor. If you have an investor in mind who likes a certain name, like Brad Pitt, for example, and you can get Brad Pitt to commit to your film, sure, you have potential leverage to attract a specific investor. But if you targeted investors don't like Brad Pitt, and if your targeted investors don't like Brad Pitt, and you've already committed to Brad Pitt, what do you do? Without a reverse engineered plan thought out like this example, a name could be a pop shot guessing success. As you execute your casting, don't forget the relativity of names and the subjectivity of art. The value of the audience and the investor matter above all else. And this needs to be considered throughout the entire production. Always keep your ear to the ground during the production process. You got to put the right pieces together for your film that maximize the likelihood of investment. That's the special key. Now, fallacy number 3. Filmmaking is a lucrative business. It's a fallacy.
What?
It's frustratingly the biggest fallacy of all because it's why we're here. Look, filmmaking, the truth is it's an expensive hobby, at least for most artists, because the system is built to bar you guys from properly monetizing your art. Look, distribution is the magic word we use to indicate monetization, but how many of you have received a fair distribution deal when you where you were properly compensated? I'll say that one more time. How many of you have received a fair distribution deal where you were properly compensated? I want you to write in the comments about your experience with distribution. Have you ever locked in a good distribution deal? I want to hear some of your stories. Were you and your team? Yes.
I have a profound statement about filmmaking.
What do you have to say, Professor
Take
West?
those words off my face.
Sure.
If you teach a man to film, he will starve forever.
Well, I certainly hope that's not the case. We definitely are here to fix that problem, but I feel like that's the way the industry treats everybody. Frustratingly enough. Like I'm saying, write in the comments, folks. We want to know exactly what your experience was getting distribution. Were you screwed over? Did you have a good deal? Do you have a distributor you like? We want to know. Write it in the comments. Let us know about your experience. That's what SHOCKFEST is about, everybody. It's about sharing experiences and talking about them in a public forum. We want you to succeed. And this is why you need to come to the Theater of Mystery, the virtual show on December 2nd, because we're going to be talking about these topics live. We're going to be solving these issues together with our special guests who know about navigating these challenges intimately. Our special guests know how to navigate these challenges. For example, Steve Balderson, the filmmaker, he's going to be joining us, who is the writer of How to Find Investors. He's specifically going to be talking to us about this process, how he finds investors for his films. He's going to be sharing his secrets with you guys, specifically at Theater of Mystery on December 2nd. We have Joe Castro, special effects artist and the creator of Movie Distributors to Stay Away From and Why. He'll be at Theater of Mystery. He's going to share his insight on movie distribution and how the film industry sets you up to knock you down and rob you blind. And so if you're an indie filmmaker.
Hey, is that the Joe Castro with the Facebook site of distributors?
That's exactly right. Movie Distributors.
That's him!
Why? That's him.
He hates all the distributors!
He does. But he's going to be talking about it. He's going to be sharing how the game works, how people take advantage of filmmakers at SHOCKFEST. Folks, you got to get your tickets now. Tickets are available in the description. And we got a code for you, STOM23, link in the description. It cuts the price in half. You got to be a part of this conversation because these are the secrets to get you into the industry the way you deserve. You work too hard. Now's the time to join the community. Get your ticket today for December 2nd. We can't wait to see you. We want you to be involved in these conversations. We want you to be armed with the knowledge on how to raise money for your movies. We want you to know how to get an audience, and we want you to know how to avoid the pitfalls that Hollywood has for you. Get your ticket today. Now's the time. Plus, it's going to be a ball. If you were there last year, in fact, I'm about to show you a clip from last year. These are the types of conversations we have at SHOCKFEST Theater of Mystery.
We've raised over $3 million on Indiegogo alone, not including equity investments. The first thing you want to do is create an LLC to avoid getting taxed and having it under your personal bank account. Set the goal lower than what you actually want to hit. Let's say your goal's $25,000, set the goal at $10,000 because, if you're a first-time fundraiser, people look at it and they're like, wow, $100 isn't going to do shit. Keep the cap on the goal as low as possible because, once you crush the goal, then more people get interested in the project and want to contribute. I always set the perks anywhere from $10 to now we have a $100,000 perk. I used to laugh. People used to be, why do you have a $5,000 perk? Why do you have a $25,000 perk? I've had 7 or 8 people claim the $25,000 perk. So don't be afraid to do bigger perks. Somebody that's backed your campaign will back your campaign 4 to 5 times. So any day that I can't find money from you people, I will go through the list of backers that have already contributed and go after them.
So that's SHOCKFEST, folks. We're going to be talking about these types of conversations at Theater of Mystery December 2nd. Get your tickets now. Tickets are available in the description of this video, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. Now's the time. We have a discount code in the description as well. Half off tickets, STOM23. Go ahead. Let us know in the comments what your film is. We want to know what you're working on. We want to know what you're about, and we want to know what you submitted to SHOCKFEST. That was fun, guys. Thank you for joining us. Now we're going to be talking with our special guests David J. Stieve, and Nathan Baesel from Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Hello!
Yeah, proud to introduce them. They are the lucky 13 filmmakers who submitted their film Wait For It, and they will be screening at SHOCKFEST, Theater of Mystery, December 2nd. Give them a round of applause, everybody. Guys, write in the comments, not only what you've been working on, but if you're familiar with their incredible film, Behind the Mask. Nathan, David, thank you for joining us today.
Great to be here. Thanks for having us. Happy Friday the 13th, everybody.
This was the perfect day. We wanted you guys on Friday the 13th, so I'm glad you could make it. So, Dave and Nathan, you were listening in on our 3 film funding fallacies. I'd like to hear your opinions on our points.
Nate?
No, you talk. David, you talk. You know you want to.
I mean, Jeffrey, you told me that you guys do straight shooting.
Stevie, stop. You're being modest. Come on. You've been winding up. You didn't sleep last night, did you? In anticipation of the talking that you were going to get in today, right?
I have notes.
You took notes.
But Jeffrey, I remember you saying when we chatted a few days ago that you guys are straight shooters here. And
yes.
I will be honest, I don't know the first thing about securing financing for a film. I've never really been able to successfully do it. So I'm on the learning curve there. I think, and I was going to say, I think on the name thing, on getting a name for your film, I agree. It doesn't help financing. I think I would add the caveat though, that a name does help afterwards. When you've done the work and the film's there, then the name helps you get some eyeballs on it that wouldn't normally get there. But other than that, I absolutely agree.
I appreciate the insight.
Well, we had a little bit of an experience with that with the Behind the Mask, and I remember being on location and not finding out until we were 1 or 2 weeks into shooting that Robert Englund was going to be joining us in this production, or that Scott Wilson was going to be Zelda was going to be joining us in this production. It was that was pretty wild to see what just having their contribution alone allowed for us to do in terms of just whatever kind of leverage you can get. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's we sort of won the lottery there, right? I mean, you get Robert Englund for your little independent horror film, you've got a pretty big leg up. So I mean, as far as like giving advice to people, I think you're absolutely spot on to try to go after a name, be like, oh, if we get this person, then I'm going to get the financing for my film. Man, that is
will it
not
help?
the way to do it.
Yeah. Every little bit helps, and get as much help as you can get.
Well, I'd actually like to talk a little bit about the original creation of the film Behind the Mask and what it was like producing this from the ground up.
Whew. Well, it's been 20, I can't even do the math, 17 years now. Almost 20 since I wrote the first draft. So, I mean, I think it's, I don't know, broad strokes, I was going to throw out there kind of just piggybacking on the end of your 3 things. I think the only thing I can really constructively offer is if you're going to make a film, just make sure that you're doing it because you, as the filmmaker or the writer or the creator or the director, or whatever it is, that you have to tell this story. I think the big fallacy that I wanted to share was that there is no finish line. There is no end game. There is no touchdown when you make a movie. It just keeps going. Behind the Mask is a testament to that. We did it, and it's still going. It's still finding new audiences and legs, and it's still opening doors that we didn't think would open. If you try to impose any kind of competitive dividing line or any kind of competitive reason for why you want to make a movie, like I gotta get into this festival, or I gotta win this contest, or I have to get this sold so I can get a writing gig at Apple TV or something like that. If any of the reasons you're trying to do a film are competitive in nature, in my opinion, you're already dead in the water. The only thing that's sustainable, that's going to keep you going through the years-long process that is just rife with frustration and failure, is if you want to get to a moment at the end of it where you can press play on your laptop and watch the movie that you made and enjoy it. Like, okay, I did that. The audience is you. The audience is one. You're the only touchdown. The only finish line is the one that you create and you control. And I think if you do that, that's what gets you through the entire process of all the other things you have to deal with. I think that it does two things. It says, one, if you get to the point where you can press play on your laptop and you watch it and you're proud of it, and you're like, I'm glad I did that, then somebody else is going to want to watch that because they're going to respond to that, that your confidence, and you'll be like, okay, yeah, I did this thing. And so if it's a coworker or your partner or your mom, it doesn't matter. Somebody's going to watch that over your shoulder. I mean, that's the win, right? That's the victory. And the second thing is, if you do that and you get it to the finish line because you want to tell that story, you will inevitably start watching it again and be like, man, that was good, but I could have done that better. Or, oh man, I just had a great idea that I could have done right there, but man, I didn't. And as soon as you have that moment of, oh man, I could have done that better. I got a better idea there. That's going to drive you to do it again. And that's the fuel that you need. And if you're not doing it for you, you're dead in the water. Okay, thanks, everybody. Good night. See you.
Dave, thank you for sharing that. I did want to talk a little bit about your film, Wait For It, which was selected at SHOCKFest, and it's weird. I don't want to spoil anything. And yet I feel like the nature of the production weirdly is a little bit of a spoiler. Could you talk a little bit about it? I'd rather you do it than I do it.
It was an exercise that I needed to do. I get to name drop. This is great. I had a meeting at Blumhouse with Ryan Turek, and that was a big deal. I was riding high on a spec that I had written, and Blumhouse ended up passing on the script. But in the conversation with Ryan, I said, I had this idea for a horror short, but I'd never directed before, and I don't know. And he just sort of kind of brushed everything aside. He's like, you have to do it. You have to direct it. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he basically said, as a writer, you need that tool in your toolbox. You need to direct a film so that you know what it is when you type, something on a page. What does it actually take to get that onto a screen? And he was absolutely right. So I kind of hemmed and hawed, and back to my point, I ended up doing Wait For It because I wanted to do it, and I wanted to see if I could accomplish it. And I quit a lot of times along the way, and I had good people that were pushing me. Amy Larson and Dan Zerwanka, my producers, they were the ones that were like, no, stay on it. Do the paperwork you need to do this right now. Craig Updike was my post-production supervisor, who just single-handedly got that thing from, being useless footage in a can or a hard drive, I guess, to being watchable. And then Chris Jarowski, my executive producer, he's the entire reason it's on the festival circuit right now, because he's like, you can't give up on this. And if I didn't have those people pushing me and getting me back to like, okay, I want to do this. I want to do this. It would never have happened. And then I got super lucky, and then I got a name actor in Nathan Baesel attached.
Who?
No, but I think it was a labor of love. And if I didn't want to be able to show it to somebody, I would never have gotten it done. I would never have finished it.
Well, you did an incredible job, and I think what I love about it is the existence of this film means something bigger than just the film itself, because the film is very clearly a part of this universe that you have built. And I don't want to get too deep into it. Like I said, I don't want to spoil anything, but Nathan, I would like to ask you about playing the role of Leslie Vernon. It looks like that this is not the last time we'll be seeing the character. Is that correct?
You said that.
Tell me about building this character from the beginning. It's a very unique horror character in that he's a slasher, but he's very relatable. And he's only a slasher when, the metaphorical camera is on. Tell me a little bit about the formation of this role, how you created him.
It was really the script. It was all Stevie's doing. I got this script from my agent, and most of the time I didn't read the scripts all the way through. I'd kind of get a gauge for whether or not it was worth it by about, page 5 or something like that. But this one was, it just read special right off the bat. In fact, I thought that it was going to be impossible for me to book the role because so much of the film was on whoever was going to be playing that role. It's like 65% of on camera time, right? So I was like, well, they've got to get somebody. They got to get a name. I'd never done a film. I think I'd done maybe 2 TV shows or something like that. So I thought I had no chance at all, and so I had nothing to lose, and just kind of went in swinging for the fences. And fortunately, yeah, connected with some of those.
Well, the characters become kind of a horror icon.
You said that.
I did say it, and I gotta say,
it's absolutely right. It's absolutely right.
Yeah. So I guess I would like to thank you for breathing life into this incredible character.
It's Stevie. I mean, really, honestly, one of the biggest questions that I get asked by people is, how much of it did you improvise? And the honest truth, I didn't have to improvise anything. It was all in the script. Everything that I needed to do had already been provided by me. All I had to do was not screw up the delivery of what was in the script.
that is 100% false. I've been fighting him on this in 15 years. I'm not going to let him get away with it today. That's 100% not true.
We are not turning this into a collaboration society. This is an admiration and an acknowledgement of David Stevie Day on this Friday the 13th.
Right. And this is a collaborative process, right? We all know that. Everybody who's watching this right now, we try to do this beloved art. We know you can't do it by yourself. Nathan is absolutely right. I did everything I could to create a compelling character, and that character it had all the metaphorical stuff that I needed. It's symbolic. It was there. I loved the character, but it's still a character on a page. It's flat. It's two-dimensional. Leslie Vernon existed in my head. I didn't even physically really know what Leslie looked like. And I was fortunate enough to sit in on the casting process. And we went through the usual guys. We went through the big 6'2", 230-pound muscle-bound guys. We went through the creepy, Crispin Glover types. And we did all of the things that we thought. And Nathan came in and just did it differently. And he just owned it. And I know you hear that a lot, but man, it was so clear what Nathan was doing was something different. And brought I was liking it too. As a screenwriter, you create a character and you raise this kid, and it's like sending a kid off to college, right? You've done the best you can for 18 years, and you send that kid off, and you hope that everything you put in there sticks. But it's up to that kid to become the grown-up that he's going to become or she's going to become, because they're out of the house and they're off to college and you're not there anymore. That's exactly what it's like turning a script over to an actor. You've done everything you can to put the character's basics on the page and your vision of it. Nathan took it and developed the rest of Leslie's character, his personality, his quirks. He's being really modest, and I appreciate that. But it wasn't on the page. Like the little quirks and the mannerisms and the smiles and the grins and the interaction with Angela, as Taylor. Come on, you can't put that on a page. So I appreciate Nathan always going to bat for me, but he made this role, and anybody who watches this movie knows that Leslie Vernon it's because of Nathan. So,
well, David and Nathan, I'm honored that you're here. And before I let you guys go, I'd love to ask, can you give the audience a little bit of a sample of Wait for It? How would you describe it to the audience who hasn't seen it yet, who will see it at SHOCKFEST?
It is what I call an Easter basket of little tiny nods to the parts of horror films, slasher or otherwise, that I love the most are the build-ups. It's to me, I love Halloween. I love it. I'll watch it twice this week. But it's always more fun to me before Michael Myers shows up. It's always fun when I'm waiting. Once he's out there and he's fighting Laurie Strode, it's kind of like, okay, it's a fist fight movie. I love the buildup. I love the waiting for the moments. And so I wanted to pack as many of those moments as I could into a short film, in the sense of it being a survivor girl or a final girl, like Laurie Strode or anybody who's living in the aftermath of an attack, and what is her day-to-day life like on like a regular Wednesday.
Nathan, do you have any final words for us?
David Stevie is going to be appearing at Sinister Creature Con in Sacramento coming up very soon, and I'd like to toot his horn. Well, that didn't sound right.
Yeah, I'm excited. I get to ride Nathan and Angela's coattails at an appearance in Sacramento. So if anybody's in the Sacktown area next weekend, come. Yeah,
come. Next weekend we're going to be collaborating on the sequel script.
Oh, awesome! That's exciting news. Well,
You
guys,
mean the third installment, because
Yeah,
the
right.
sequel does exist. The sequel
Yeah.
is a graphic novel
Yeah,
at
before the
vernonsfarmhouse.com, I believe. Here's another shameless plug.
vernonsfarmhouse.com. All right.
The-
Well, David and Nathan, thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to see you guys at SHOCKFest. David and Nathan will physically be at SHOCKFest. We're going to talk more about their film and, of course, about what's going on behind the industry. David and Nathan, thank you again for joining us. It's an honor to have you.
Thanks for having us. Happy Friday the 13th, fellas.
Happy Friday the 13th, guys. Thank you so much. Professor Wang, it looks like you've got some attention in the comments. Somebody's asking about you.
What did they say?
Gerard Muff says, "Who's the clown in the red suit? What is his intention? Has he done ever done serious film business? Has he money to spend?"
I have $1 to spend. That is all.
$1, Gerard, just $1, and it looks like Diego came for the as the wingman. He's Professor Wang. All right, folks. Thank you so much. That was David J. Stieve and Nathan Baesel from Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon. And wait for it. Professor of what? Says Gerard. What are you a professor of, Professor Wang?
You'll have to watch every week to find out.
Well, whatever he is, he definitely has money. And I got to promise you, there's a reason for that. Folks, SHOCKFest Film Festival is celebrating. Actually, we found out we've been around for longer than 15 years, but for the sake of argument, 15-year anniversary this year. And we want to thank Halloween Adventure, New York City Halloween Adventure, because they are sponsoring our event in New York City. And without further ado, it's time to bring in our second group of guests, Halloween Adventure Aladdin and Danny from the store Halloween Adventure. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Hello.
We got Aladdin and Danny from Halloween Adventure, guys. Halloween Adventure is our sponsor for SHOCKFest Film Festival. Let's go ahead and play their plug, Phyllis. Let's go do it. Go play the Halloween Adventure. Hey, that's Halloween Adventure, guys. Aladdin, Danny, tell us a little bit about the store. It's a really incredible place in the middle of the East Village.
Yes, Halloween Adventure is a New York staple. It's been there, as you mentioned, for over 40 years. It's a fantastic place to work and hang out. We get all kinds of fabulous and very interesting clientele. And being that we are open all year round, not only do we provide you with all of your wares for Halloween, but we help out people with things for costume parties, films, theatrical productions, and anything that you might need some spooky attire or fun props for.
Or even anime cosplay as well. We
Yeah.
have different selections. We have anime cosplay. We even have horror films. We even have funny costumes such as Rick and Morty. We even have costumes such as from Sausage Party as well. It's literally a big diverse, and it's actually pretty fun and everything, like the experience of working here, and just the store overall is pretty amazing.
Thank you, Danny, and thank you, Aladdin. By the way, we're going to be giving away a prize from Halloween Adventure. You have to share this video, like this video, and comment. Wait for it in the comments. Folks, we want to give away a prize to you. So go ahead and write in the comments, wait for it. One of you is going to win a prize today. Share the video, like this video, and comment, wait for it. One of you will win a prize today. And specifically, on Friday, October 20th, that's next Friday, Halloween Adventure is having a costume party sale. All day, 10% off everything in the store if you come in costume. and we will be there. We will be there to broadcast the SHOCKFEST Radio Hour at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will physically be at the store. We're going to reveal the trophies of SHOCKFEST Film Festival.
Yes, Jeffrey. We are giving away money to the winner of the trophy. So if you win a trophy, you will get money. Let me repeat it. If you win a trophy, you get money like every year. But I will reveal how much you will get next week.
That's right, folks. So you got to tune in next week. Next Friday, October 20th, we will be at Halloween Adventure. We're going to reveal the cash prizes at SHOCKFEST and physically reveal the trophies. If you want to win a prize today, go ahead, share this video, like this video, comment, wait for it. We're going to read your comments. We're going to give away one prize today. Nice. This place is everything, says Gary. Gary, this place is amazing. I've been shopping here all for years, and it's been around for decades. You definitely have to go. Can't go out this weekend. Not a problem. Gabriel, you don't even have to buy anything. Just come on out. Come join us. We're going to be in costume. We'll be on camera live. Join the party. No need to buy anything. Just show up. But if you do, and if you come in costume, everything's 10% off. So, folks, SHOCKFEST, thanks to Halloween Adventure, is taking place in New York City on December 9th. We're going to be talking more about that. Tickets will be on sale very soon. But for right now, tickets for Theater of Mystery, the virtual show, are available. You can get the link in the description. Tickets are available for $13 with the discount code STOM23. And I have one more thing to share with you today. Official selections. That's right. We're about to announce official selections. Not all of them, of course. We're far from done. We're far from done with that. We're going to be announcing official selections for quite a while, for the next couple of weeks, every Friday. But today, this is what you came for. We're here to make the first round of official selections. Before we do, I'm going to say this one more time for the people who are just tuning in. You can win a prize today thanks to Halloween Adventure. Share this video on your social media page. Like this video. Comment. Wait for it in the comments. And one of you will win a prize from Halloween Adventure. In fact, let's take a look at the prize. This thing is pretty cool. Here, check this out. Wang. It's not money.
Yes.
Wang's going to be showing money, though. He's going to be showing how much money that you can, what the cash prize is for SHOCKFEST Film Festival.
Jeffrey,
Yes.
every year SHOCKFEST is giving out money to the Shocker Award. Every year we give out, how much do we give out every year? At least one winner?
$666.
Yes, we have been doing that for years.
That's right. And we're going to be announcing next Friday, October 20th, not only we're going to be revealing the trophies, but we're going to be announcing the monetary value of the awards at SHOCKFEST, because we'll be giving them away as cash prizes. But if you want to win these incredible steampunk goggles, yours today, if you write in the comments, wait for it. Like this video. Share this video. This is your prize today. All right, folks.
Jeffrey!
Yes, Professor Wang.
Are we the only festival that gives out money? What other festival gives out money?
I really don't know any other festivals that do that. Some do, but we definitely are very consistent about it. We love giving away cash prizes to you guys. And look, SHOCKFEST is about supporting artists. Halloween Adventure has been about supporting artists since its inception in the 80s. We come together specifically to do what we can to support you guys. And if that means we got to pull together the finances to give you cash prizes, we're all in to do it.
I dare another festival to give out money. They can't do it.
Aladdin and Danny, can other festivals give out money? Probably not.
Definitely not.
Not
Definitely SHOCKFEST would be the only one that I know of.
Charles,
Yeah! We're going to give out $1.
I can always make those wardrobe in something. I mean, it's true. Hey, Charles, where are you? Charles, are you in New York? Write in the comments. I'd love to know if you're in the city area. I'd love to see you at Halloween Adventure. Guys, if you're at Halloween Adventure, if you're in New York City, or you're in New York, if you're in New Jersey, if you're near the city, come next Friday. Be on camera. We specifically want you to join us for the live stream. Come join us. You don't have to spend any money. Just come and be there. And I'll be there. Professor Wang will be there. Aladdin, are you going to be there?
I'm going to be there.
Yes!
I'm definitely going to be here.
Yes!
Yeah, you'll be there.
I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there.
Sing it, girl. Sing it.
Charles,
Ooh, Charles.
Renaissance. Hey, Danny, let's talk about that. What's Gothic Renaissance?
I started out at Gothic Renaissance.
You did? Oh, it's a hot.
Yep.
It's the Gothic
I started
Renaissance.
here at the Halloween store. Last year, I have no experience at the Gothic store. That's our sister store. We love them just as like we love everyone here.
It's the store right next door to Halloween Adventure, Gothic Renaissance. They have goth apparel, goth wardrobes, leather, lots of really great costumes and stuff too. Definitely check them out while you're at Halloween Adventure. But for right now, we love to support Halloween Adventure because you guys are our sponsors and we want to make sure everybody shows up. And we will physically be there on Friday, next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on and join us. At the end of this broadcast, which will be very, very soon, we got one more thing we're going to do. We'll announce the winner of the competition.
Yes.
But without further ado, it's time for official selections, folks. We're going to be announcing official selections for the virtual and live show. Virtual show is December 2nd. Live show is the next Saturday, December 9th. First, we'll go through the list of official selections for Theater of Mystery. And don't worry if you're not on this list, everybody. We're going to be announcing official selections every Friday. So this is not all of the films. These are not all of the screenplays. We're going to be announcing more. But our first selection, our second batch, because we announced the first batch last week. Oh, Dragonfly. What's up, Dragonfly? Online store for us in the Southern Hemisphere? Actually, yes. They're rebuilding the online store right now. The drop shipping should be coming up very soon. Not quite yet, but very soon. It will be an online store very, very soon. Thanks for asking that. I'm glad you'd asked, Dragonfly. All right. First batch of official selections for Theater of Mystery are, drum roll, please. Invisible drum roll. A Moral Man. Anya, At the Mercy of Fate, the screenplay by Samuel Lee Taylor. Bergamot, Brain Eaters of Joshua Tree. Charlotte by Rose Rose, the music video. Amazing music video, by the way. Definitely check that out. Gummies, Guys at Parties Like It. I love Guys at Parties Like It. This film is special. Hangman, Hold Me Right. Next batch. Lex Talionis, screenplay by Rob Drusetta. Mara, the Seal Waif, Resurrection Under the Ocean. Radio Telescope, Like a PowerPoint. Rock In, that movie's amazing. Song of the Cicada, Snow Angel, The Black Mass, Devaney
Black
Pins.
Mass.
Led Shockfest veteran Devaney Pins film.
Devaney
Black
Pin, I love her.
And The Caddy. The Caddy, starring Ron Perlman, actually. That movie was really fun, too.
I love Ron Perlman, too.
But yeah, Black Mass, Devaney Pin, Shockfest veteran. Congratulations. It's her first director's debut, but it's an incredible film.
I love Devaney. Devaney, will you marry me?
She's already married.
Oh, with whom?
The Fawn of Heelwood, The Founder Effect, The Miracle Stag, The Orb, The Way Women Are. And now, finally, the last five of Theater of Mystery. Trap Valerie. Villains. Harj, I know you're in the comment section. Comment. Let us know you're here. What Killed Timmy Benson? And Wildfire. Jennifer Cooney, if you're here, I'd love to see you in the comments. What do we
Jeffrey,
got? Yes.
Did you say The Way Women Are?
The Way Women Are.
I know how they are.
Hey, Rob just sent us in the comments. Lex Talionis is mine. Thanks so much. Good to see you, Rob. Thanks for joining us from Australia. Tyler, we're not done, Tyler. Don't worry. We got a lot more submissions to make. We're going to be making official selections over the next several weeks. We're also still accepting films, so you can submit your film to Shockfest for quite a few more weeks. We'll be doing a sale this weekend, so keep an eye out. The submission sale. And, of course, tickets are $13 right now at Shockfest. So be sure to grab your ticket right now. You can get it in the description of this video. Yay, Villains. Villains is an official selection. Kevin, congratulations. He's an actor in the Villains. So, folks, I said I was going to promise to announce the winner of the Halloween Adventure costume giveaway of these incredible goggles.
Whoa.
I want some.
Whoever wins these goggles is going to be very, very lucky because they're definitely going to enjoy an experience through their own eyes.
Yeah, they're actually really cool. They're straight up kaleidoscopes on the inside, so they're tripping.
But you definitely don't need drugs with those things on. They do all the work for you.
Well, folks, we're about to reveal the winner. Without further ado, who is the winner? One of you commented, you shared, you liked, and you commented. One of you is the winner. Who is the winner? Round of applause. There we go. Charles Lincoln, you're the winner. You win these.
Congratulations.
Woo!
Charles, write me Jeffrey McCobb on SHOCKFest on Facebook so we can get you these goggles. Or better yet, come October 20th, Friday. Come to the costume party. We'd love to have you. We'll physically hand these to you if you're there.
Yes. Come say.
Harge is in the comments. Great news. Thanks for the official. Harge, thank you for sharing your movie. It's great getting to know your work over the last couple of years. SHOCKFest, Film Fest knows how to maintain tension with future announcements. We try, Gabriel. We certainly try. We have some more updates every Friday. The next Friday, we're going to be announcing that we're going to be revealing the trophies, discussing the monetary value of the trophies, and we'll physically be celebrating Halloween Adventures costume party. Guys, thank you for joining us. And we'll be giving away another prize, of course. We give away prize all the time. And, of course, more screenplay selections. Charles, I hope to see you Friday. I'll privately message you soon. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on the SHOCKFest Radio Hour. We'll be back next Friday. Everybody, I
Jeffrey,
hope...
wait!
Yes, Professor Wang.
I want to say something to the gentleman who called me a clown.
You want to say something to the gentleman who called you a clown?
I do!
Okay, what do you want to say?
I want him to hear this. Are you ready?
What do you got, Gerard?
The money that I have, it is going out not only to the filmmakers, but to one audience member. That means it could be you. You could win money. We are giving out, well, I am giving out my own money to one audience member, to the best audience member out there. Whoever the biggest SHOCKFest fan is, I will be giving you money!
You're going to be giving away money, Professor Wang? How does that work?
We give out money every year, but this year we're giving it out to an audience member who's not even a filmmaker.
That's even more of a reason to tune in. You can physically win money just by watching the SHOCKFest Radio Hour.
That's right!
Well, there's no other incentive. That's definitely incentive. Guys, join us next Friday. We cannot wait to have you. Thank you for joining us. Remember, don't forget, it's not over. Write your name of your production in the comments. We'd love to showcase your work here at SHOCKFest. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you, Halloween Adventure. Thank you.
If anybody welcome down to come down to Halloween Adventure, come down, spend some time. It's a pretty fun experience here. You guys are going to love it. You guys are definitely going to enjoy it.
On Instagram, at NYC_Halloween Adventure. Lad, you got any kind of words for us?
It's always Halloween.
Every day is a Halloween. I give it up, hide it and start it and say thank you for joining us.
This is your SHOCKFest Radio Hour!
Can you erase this? What you listening to?
What you listening to?
What you listening to?
What you listening to?
What you listening to? The SHOCKFest Radio Hour.